Welcome to Elaborate Disguise. This is my story, The House on West Street. I lived in a duplex on West Street when I was around 2 years old. Lots of strange things happened in this duplex. The odd events increased after my dad was invited to our neighbor's attic. The neighbor was a widower. He'd lost his wife years ago. We heard his wife hadn't been a very nice person. In his attic, he asked my dad to touch a lock of his dead wife's hair. My father felt unwelcome and quickly left the attic. I hated my bedroom in that house. It terrified me. I still remember that room, and I was only 2 years old. I always felt as if something or someone was watching me from behind my door. The feeling was worse at night. Lying in my bed, I'd stare at the dark space behind my door. That's where it was, whatever it was. But a voice would say to me, "Just keep looking at the light." And I would turn my gaze away from the door and focus on the nightlight on my bedside table. I can't recall if I saw anything behind the door, but my parents told me they ran to my room one day because I was screaming, "Devil!" Decades later, I went to a hypnotist to remember what I'd seen, but never could remember. I wasn't the only one who disliked that room. My twin brothers constantly climbed out of their crib. Even my uncle couldn't stand staying in that room. Over the few years that we lived there, my parents and grandparents witnessed several strange occurrences. My pap's picture fell off the wall as he walked past it. My parents heard a large potted plant scoop from the center of a table and crash onto the floor. My baby blanket landed on my dad while he slept. No one else was awake. And my poor mom was pushed down the steps and bore a lump on her hip for the rest of her life. We packed up and we moved across town, but whatever was in that house followed us to our new house. One night, my dad came home from work to find my mom in her bed with all 3 of his kids. She was terrified. When he saw her, my dad asked what was wrong. She said, "Your friends are here," and pointed to various corners in the room. That night, they decided to have the house exorcised. We never had any more occurrences after the priest blessed the house. Have you or someone you know experienced paranormal events like these? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe.